What's up, everybody? It's going to be a second video today. Liberty Bleed Silver issued a challenge. He wants to see your big copper, so anything over an ounce. So I'm going to hit the big one right away and get it out of the way because it weighs quite a bit. And he just did a live a little while ago, and we were talking about the best ways to stack versus collect in the chat, and he brought up like I have in the past, and you'll probably see in my video tomorrow, the being able to get scrap copper from the trades, like the plumbing, the electricians, the home builders, you get all that scrap copper and you can melt that down and do stuff with it. As opposed to what I'll pop on here because he wants to see our big copper. So I started out with each of these tubes, and yes, I did put one of these empty ones on to calibrate it so it doesn't count the tube and the weight. These are each 5.5 ounces a piece, 5.5 ounces per tube. So there's 19 times 5.5, and then I've got some partial ones over here. I didn't weigh those, and actually, you know what? Let's back this up because I forgot about my full tube of Canadian here. Let's pull this bad boy out and see if it's the same, because sometimes the numbers are a little bit different. All right, I'm going to push this back out of the way. We're going to get this up here so you can see what I'm doing. And we'll zoom in a little, or we'll get a little bit closer to the scale there. Sorry for the shaking, everybody. All right, we're gonna line this up here so you can see it. Okay, we're gonna put this on. And remember, when you're weighing copper, you weigh it in regular ounces, not troy ounces. So there's the empty tube. So that's 0.33. Now we're gonna calibrate that back to 0, take that off, and then we've got, so now it's showing negative 0.33, 5.74. That's a roll of 50 Canadian. So we'll stick that back over here, and we'll oh nope, we're going to leave this here for a second. Let me do that because let's get into this big copper challenge. Let's start with this one because it's not stamped on here. This is a copper round that was gifted to me by Stacker Man. And we're going to put this on. I think it's around 5 ounces. Let's see. Yep, 5.26 ounces. So there's that. And, he hand poured this. Really awesome piece. Every time I set up my Michigan metals, I make sure I put that in there because, he's from Michigan too. Now we'll get the scale out of the way. And this is my science experiment. This is my 10-ounce germanium mint copper bar, mass-produced poured bar. I have taken the plastic off of it, took it out of the box, took the plastic off of it. I'm touching it, letting the oils from my skin get on it, letting the air get to it, whatever. The light, the dark, all that stuff. We're going to see how it tones up. Then let's see here. And I know you guys have seen these before. You're probably going to see them again tomorrow, but this is for LBS. So here's my 1 pound Patriot Metals. This is another poured bar. This guy actually, this is how he makes his living, is doing metals. And this is one of my favorite ones. He's down in Indiana. He's got a Etsy page, and he does a phenomenal job. And I've got some of his silver pieces too. The Prospector Golden Gem door stopper / self-defense tool. There's a 1 pounder poured. This is what he does with the copper that comes out of it when they are refining gold and silver. Instead of just disposing of it, he makes things with it because, you know, some of us, you know, there are collectors. So there's that. Ooh, man, it shook the table. All right, let's see. Now, he doesn't want to see the 1 ouncers. We've all seen the 1 ouncers. So we're going to get those out of the way. And I have downsized my copper collection quite a bit. So I think I got everything else. Oh, no. I got a couple more here. Bear with me. My hands aren't working right. All right, let's see. We've got the 2 ounce wheat cent round. Okay, there's that. We've got the 5 ounce Kraken round. And his eyes glow in the dark, but I tried in another video to show you his eyes glowing, and it didn't want to work. The screen just went black. So maybe one of these days I'll figure out how to do that. We've got 5 ounce Make America Great Again bar from Liberty Copper. Sweet piece. Then we've got the Aztec 5 ounce. We've got the 5 ounce wheat cent. And we have our 45th and 47th president 5 ounce copper round. There we go. There's that. Now let me check the box because usually I end up forgetting something, and I've got a wooden cigar box here. I don't want to forget anything. Hear me jiggling it around. Yep, everything else is 1 ounce or smaller. So there you go, LBS. There is my my big copper collection and my copper stack. So there you have it, guys. All right, this is real quick, kind of quick one. I know it's not as quick as it should be, but kind of quick one for you today. Everybody, have a great night, and we'll see you in the next one. Mishy's out.